hello. Then I am going to share my screen. Oh, look at you guys, you early birdies getting on here. I love it. Okay, find the chat for me. Say hello. I'm going to open my little chat here. I'm going to move my face over to, can you guys see me in the video, top right corner? Lisa, hi, Christine. Lisa, you guys can see me? Okay, perfect. I find it better when you get a little bit more interaction. Okay, I love, where are you guys from? I love that you're on here early, because we're going to start right on time, because I know time is valuable. Yukon. Do you know that it's on my bucket list to go to Yukon? And my parents are actually going to Churchill. Just, it's about 1,500 kilometers north of Winnipeg to go see polar bears. Vancouver Island, amazing. Hey, Lori. Sacramento, California. I trained in California for a long time. Definitely should come. It's beautiful. They're so excited. My mom's like, I better see some polar bears. And the Northern Lights, they're hoping that they'll see the Northern Lights as well. Yes. Okay, amazing. I see you guys all jumping on here. Okay, I'm going to do a quick little bit of admin before we jump into this workshop training. I love doing these trainings. I haven't done one for a while because we focus on our 5-day Reignite Your Fat Burning Challenge, which is also super, super fun and impactful. But I'm really, really excited that you guys are here. There is going to be a slew of information coming at you. Some of it may be a good refresh. Some of it's going to give you some ahas and like, holy snap, now this makes sense. So I really encourage you guys, please have a notebook handy. Okay. It is being recorded. I will give you guys the replay if you would like it. But we are going to go at this because, again, this is a workshop and we want interaction. If I miss your question for whatever reason, we go through them at the end. Okay, because sometimes there's a bunch of you, like we have 2 sessions. The 8 one is a replay. So even you guys in the replay, okay, the same thing goes for you, that, you know, there's 50 on each, right? So it's small enough that we want to make sure that you get clarity and you get your answers, your questions answered. Speak, Moni. But I'm just saying that just in case we miss it. Okay, does that sound good? So give me a yes in the chat. Yes, amazing. I gotta scroll my chat. Okay, awesome. Because you guys are here to learn, right? Yay, to boost your energy and metabolism in under 30 minutes a day. Okay, and I know you'll hear me say specifically for women over 40, busy, athletic women. When I say athletic, I mean in mindset. You could be working out consistently, you could not be. Maybe you really love sports and play growing up. You know, maybe you're doing an avid training regime right now in whatever shape or form. Okay, and 40 plus doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be in perimenopause, menopause, or even if you are, it's good. Okay, because we are talking about energy and metabolism as a whole. And we all know those shifts happen that after 40, over 40 is different. And we're going to talk about that a lot more as we go through. Let me find my little, there we go. And listen, busy, right? If you're a busy woman over 40 years young, I say, and you want to gain a sense of control on how you look, because isn't it about that? It is about having a sense of control, because what used to work doesn't, and you're going to see why. Okay. And I was that girl. I was like in my 20s and 30s going on vacation. I'll work out like a crazy woman, have salads 3 times a day. 2 weeks, I'm bikini ready. It doesn't work like that anymore. And we lose that sense of control over ourselves, even though we're eating clean, because we all know how to eat healthy, right? And working out. Okay. Because over 40 is different. So control, confidence, and I'm going to say hot, because you're still in your 40s or in your 50s. You can still be hot and have that feeling of sexiness and vitality. Okay. It's not about being Cindy Crawford. It's not about six packs. It's about feeling amazing in your own skin, feeling strong, feeling confident. Right. And when you guys pay close attention all the way to the end of this workshop, not only are you going to learn how to break free of the, I don't know what to do. Who has that feeling? I don't know what to do. Yes. Right. I don't know what to do now. Should I Google more? Right. And let's be realistic. Okay. We know what to do maybe when it's in a sort of regiment and it's super strict and we have to follow. Everyone can follow meal plans and workouts. Everybody, all you guys can, because you're professional go-getter women. Right. But it's a little bit beyond that. And you're going to learn how my clients, okay, you're going to hear us talk about the 3M system, which is our flagship 12-week program, are keeping momentum through holidays, vacation, high stress times, and illnesses. Life, it has to work in your life, guys. That's big, because we don't live in this bubble. Be amazing if we did, right? All the stress just kind of bounces off of us. We don't. Okay. And we think about how much energy we spend thinking about, I should, I shouldn't, I can't. Right? We want to work out more. The meal planning, I need to eat this way. Maybe I should intermittent fast. Maybe I should do keto again. The hours in the kitchen, products and supplements, Life 180, or the Start Fresh. A lot of you guys commented on the Winter 15. Okay, COVID-19, that was out there too, but the Winter 15, we're getting into that holiday months where a lot of us will just be like, F it, Start Fresh January. Okay, who's done with the Start Fresh Januaries? Raise your hand. Okay, because it's not only terrible for your metabolism, that on and off and on and off, it's a big red flag showing you guys that what you're doing or trying to do is not working in your life. Okay, so, and under 30 minutes a day, because we're busy and we don't know what to focus on, when, and what's more impactful and what's more important for fat loss, energy, vitality, all the things. Okay. And I want to make sure you guys have different measurements. Okay. In the 3M system, we talk about all the time. We don't take weight. Okay. We take measurements. That's one tangible outcome that we go for. But so is energy. So is sleeping better. So is being more connected with my family, because I'm not a moody bitch at the end of the day because I'm cashed. Okay, so is wanting to experience life in different. So everyone's got different metrics, which we're going to talk about here in a second. Okay, and we want consistency, to show up consistently with yourself. Okay, we can all muscle through the 30-day plan. We can all do it, but then what happens after? Okay, what happens after? Okay, time. So this is what we are going to learn. Okay, why over 40 is different. The key metabolic and fat hormones we need to focus on and balance. I hate the word balance. I like homeostasis better. Hormones are messengers that need to communicate. They communicate directly to our metabolism to either rev or to slow down. Okay. To end diet crashing or binge weekends. Okay. How to get on 3 principles. Okay. Based on your body's chemistry, to have a life integrated plan. How to get unstuck. Who feels stuck right now? Calorie counting, eating clean, doing all the things that you think that you should be doing, but feel stuck. Yes. Okay. Stuck. I see hands raised. I want to make sure that I'm getting all you guys. Perfect. We're going to go over the 30-minute mastery, something I call just what can we feel in 30 minutes, specifically to focus on to ignite our metabolism. Okay. Your metabolism it equates directly with your energy in, energy out, how I'm going to feel by the end of the day. Okay. And why over 40 isn't about grinding it out at the gym. We all have an athletic mindset. We all like to move our bodies, but right away we equate working out to losing weight. Who does that? Change the narrative. Okay. In this workshop, working out in your 40s is not about losing weight. Losing weight is a subset. Working out in your 40s is about functional fitness. It's about system health, cardiovascular system, nervous system, skeletal system. right? Not falling when you're 80 and breaking a hip, running after grandchildren. Okay. It's about stress relief. It's about connecting with yourself. It's about having lean muscle and being strong. The subset of that is weight loss. Okay. It makes sense. Is that an aha? Put a big star beside that. Weight loss is not, working out is not about losing weight in your 40s. Okay. And how women come to me wanting to lose weight, wanting to have better energy through the day, wanting to have answers, if you will. And they really leave with a lot of mindset piece. Okay. I know it sounds woo-woo. 80% of it's between here. Okay. You're going to see a testimonial from my client, Rebecca. And she said right away, she's like, I couldn't believe it. Like how much. That's why we focus on up here. Okay. And learning the skills. Okay. We're also going to touch on 3 big untruths. We're going to start off, okay, the agenda that way, because a lot has been shouting at us, especially on social media, what your cousin Sue did, what your neighbor's doing. Okay. And a lot of it works until it doesn't, or actually can be a detriment now that you're in your 40s, because it's just, we go through a natural hormonal shift. Okay. In 50s too. So, and then we're going to talk about the roadmap. Okay. What are the 3 key things to focus on? Okay. And block out all the background noise, because that leads to overwhelm. And then we're going to talk about the secret shortcut, what I call the missing piece. We're going to have some of my 3M clients on here. They know all about the missing piece. Okay. Because they love coming to these workshops too, because it's a good refresher. Right. Now, I'm going to say this right off the hop. I know you guys have probably been to web classes, webinar, master classes. I don't know what all the trendy marketing verbiage is now. And, you know, they teach you for like about 10 minutes and then they pitch you for 40. Okay. This is not that. There's nothing for sale here at the end of this. I am going to offer you a way to get further information and help and clarity. Okay. And we'll be putting that into the chat. And that's basically, we talk. Because I can give you and coach you here and do a workshop and give you information, but you are you. And it has to be specific to you and your life. This is why the blanket solutions work until they don't, because we don't have that one-on-one and how to integrate into our life. Okay. And I'll explain more what the call looks like, what we discuss at the end. Okay. Does that make sense? So the agenda is really this, because there's lots of info. We're going to talk about the 3 untruths first. Then we're going to go into what the 3 key areas that you need to focus on. I love the 3 for some 3M, 3 untruths, 3 things you need to focus on. And then we're going to end with a 30-minute mastery. Okay. And the missing piece. How does that sound? Sound good? Give me a thumbs up. Who's ready? Who's pumped? Yes. Amazing. I see you guys super stuck. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Amazing. Yeah. Be in the chat, guys. Don't be in the, hi, Samira. So Samira's on. She's a 3M client. Super excited. She has the best vacations. I'm just Samira's vacations. All right. So if everything sounds amazing, grab your pen and paper. Let's dive in. Okay. A little bit about me. I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. If we haven't met before, my name is Monica Tupholme. Everyone knows me as Moni. I'm a huge science geek, accreditations out the wazoo, functional nutrition, functional fitness. You see me out and about in like magazines and podcasts and books and things, but I'm actually a really big introvert. I love being alone. I actually, every Christmas, you guys are going to laugh, every Christmas I ask for, or my birthday, sorry. My birthday is the 29th of December, 49, I'm going to be 49. I asked for 48 hours by myself. You guys leave 40. I didn't get it last year with COVID, but I'm going to ask for it again this year. Okay. So, and you'll see who I help, who I work with. And again, I don't preach from the choir. I'm going to show you a little bit of my backstory. This was me. Okay. 42, super frustrated, former professional athlete. Okay. Been in the nutritional space for 25 years. Why couldn't I help myself? Why wasn't things working like it used to before? Where's my sense of control? I felt like SpongeBob SquarePants, right? I just felt like there's an inch around me everywhere. So please know, I share this only so you know that I'm not, whoopsies, preaching from the choir, right? I've been there, okay? And I eat burgers, not salads every day, Okay. Pizza and wine is actually my go-to. And this is me. I should put another one now at 48. Okay. Because not much has changed. I feel just as good. But do I have crappy days and crappy weeks? Yes. Do I feel bloated and bogged down? Yes. But now, just like my clients, we learn strategies of what to do, how to grab ourselves in those situations to help move us forward. So we're not on this yo-yo, on the wagon, off the wagon. There should never be a wagon. It's too fast. Wagon's going too fast. Okay. So a question, and let me know in the chat, guys, what brought you here today? I want to know why. Because I understand time, we're talking about time, 30 minutes or less, right? You learning. For me, why are you here? Is it not being able to figure out what you've been doing wrong? So you've been doing all the other things that your cousin Sue and friends and internet are saying? Okay. Is it fed up? You're like, I am tired of eating chicken and broccoli and mentally willing myself not to have the cake, not to have this. I shouldn't have that. Right? Is it feeling frustrated because your commitment to the gym and healthy eating gave you some initial results, but then all of a sudden nothing? Okay. Being confused. You know how important everything is, but now what used to work doesn't. That's a big one. I see that a lot, right? Lot. There's Karen. All my little cousins are on, or my clients are on here. Pissed off because I'm a realist, right? Angry with a bit of sadness because it's overwhelming. And if you really sit down and analyze how much time and energy daily that you think about your weight, how you feel, your energy, what you should be eating, what you should be doing, how you should be working out more, should not be working out at all, how tired you are, how not tired you are. Think about how much energy every day you spend on that. Right? That should PO you for sure. That's too much. Or maybe you're worried about the winter 15. Okay, this was me every year because I was so stagnant in the winter. I didn't like the cold up here in Canada. It's so cold, right? And I'd start fresh January or start fresh March when things started warming up. And then time's a big one. My time. Some certain periods of time. COVID was great for a lot of people because you're at home. You could designate certain time towards it. But now everyone's getting back to work. Routines are changing. Kids are back at school, whatever it may be. Okay. Or you may be at a different stage in life where you're retired. Okay. And now this looks different and maybe we can travel a bit more. Okay. I've done all the things and need to figure out the hormone balancing. Okay. I love it, Lisa, but remember there's no much thing as balance. What we do want is sort of symphony, right? So your hormones and your metabolism speak together efficiently and effectively. That's the key. Okay. There's never this lovely line. It's always like this, but we don't want to go like and stay like there and stay like there. Okay. What I'm doing isn't working. I'm looking for more nuggets of wisdom. I love it, Karen. Okay. I love that clients are here because I think that shows you just how impactful just hearing and learning is. Okay. And again, I'm asking you this only because I was there before I learned. It was right around this time, right around my 42nd birthday, where I was like this, I talking to colleagues, researching my little buns off, trying this, trying that, right? That I finally 12 inches. Okay. 3 or so months. My dad had a double bypass surgery in there. We had a vacation, right? There's the summer and holiday things going on. Had to figure out a way to do it with our life. Okay. And the most life-changing things I can share with you right now is this, and please write it down. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. We have a lot of guilt around that because the real problem is that we're not getting to the root cause of why your body is holding on to extra fluff, why you're exhausted, why you're not sleeping well. Okay. In your 40s, I'm going to say 50s in there too. We can't just push through because ultimately your metabolism and fat storage hormones will make you hit a wall. It is protection. Fat is energy and protection. Remember that. It doesn't matter how clean you eat, how hard you work out. If your body feels that it's in some state of fight or flight, it will hold on to fat for protection for dear life. And that's so frustrating. Is it not? High five. Right? High five. Another thing that's frustrating is that there's a ton of noise out there telling you the best way, right? If you Google fat loss in your 40s or plus, right? 5 million. 5 million articles come up. That's 5 million different belief systems, 5 million, you have to try this diet, it works, 5 million quick fix wins. The quick fixes, I can't believe, are still out there. Lose 10 pounds in 10 days. So-and-so lost this in 30 pounds in 30 days. Like, it's so, and I get it because we want easy and we just want it to happen as quick as possible. Okay, but patience, and I'll tell you this right now, and Karen and Samira and my clients, they're going to laugh because they know I say this over and over again in our weekly coaching calls. Your weight loss journey should never be like this. If it is, that means you're losing water and muscle. Two huge things we don't want to lose in our 40s. Okay, water weight we do, sorry. Muscle we do not. But obviously inflammation and water we do. Your weight loss journey, I want to say it like this. When it goes that, frustrating, right? But that way we know we're igniting the fat burning hormones. We're working with our hormonal hierarchy, okay? So let's cover the 3 big untruths that I see over and over and over again, okay? And they may be actually really holding you back. Because I remember I reading this, yeah, it makes sense. Totally gonna do this. But it's a detriment. It changes when you're 40. So let's dive in. And my water. Here's me just saying that I can tell you with confidence that these are really true. Over 25 years and going through it myself, okay? So you've been told or read that if you want to lose the extra fluff, have more energy, reclaim a connection with yourself, then you need to, number 1 is the biggest, eat clean and healthy. And you guys are like, oh, but Moni, I eat clean and healthy. What are you talking about? Should I have Big Macs every day? No. Okay, no. But you have this, I shouldn't have the pizza. I'm gonna have the hamburger without the bun, right? You put your eating style in a box, you label it. I fast, I'm keto, paleo, Mediterranean. Okay, oh, can't do that, I'm paleo, sorry. Okay, oh, nope, can't have that, I'm keto. Okay, oh, nope, can't have breakfast, sorry, fasting, right? Or you're following a plan or challenge that has you in this deprivative state that takes you to a maintenance phase. There should never be a maintenance phase. Okay, deprivative state, you're basically depriving, losing, and then trying to then figure out a way that makes it livable real life so you can have a cracker again. Okay, why? And you can do it. Listen, fitness models do it. I've seen a lot of in entertainment, it's done a lot too. Okay, not just those areas, but just as an example, I see it a lot with programs out there. They put, yeah, it works, but trying to maintain it and sustain it is super hard. And then it's a bit of a mental F because you think I can never have a glass of wine again. I can never have a burger again. And then when you're saying you're in maintenance phase and you can, it gets hard. Okay, doesn't have to be so. Not true. Why? Because when we eat clean and healthy, which is real food, which is amazing, good whole food, we may be unknowingly doing these metabolism killers. Big ones. Number 1 is insufficient calories. If your body needs fat, it's going to keep it. It does not matter how healthy you eat. It does not matter that if you're on a 1,600 calorie Noom, FitPal, gotta get this in marker. Okay. And I tell you right now, majority of women are under eating the good stuff. Okay. The good stuff. So energy in, energy out has to match. Okay. Has to match. That's when we talk about nutrition pairing that my clients know all about. Okay. The other thing with eating clean a lot of times is that we backload calories. My fasters and my snackers beware. Okay. We snack, graze all day. And then big meal, okay? Or we fasting, again, this is not to discredit keto or fasting or anything like that. It works for some. Fasting is not a diet. I don't know when it became a diet. It is a tool. We utilize it in a different way in the 3M system. But when we have rest and digest, but it's not a diet. It's not just skipping breakfast. It's putting your caloric intake into a set window. But that set window has to match your life's energy demand. Right? Makes sense, guys? Let me know. Plus, this is the big one. Okay. In our hormonal hierarchy, we talk about the big players on the bottom. The one big one is insulin. Okay. Insulin and blood sugar. So if we're snacking all day, insulin's up here. Your body will not release fat if insulin is high. Biochemically, it will not happen. Okay. So if we're constantly consuming, insulin is constantly being released to help monitor our blood sugar. Or you get insulin resistance where it's just like, peace out, sorry, figure it out. I know you got glucose swimming around your body in there. Hopefully the cells will take them. Figure it out. Okay. So that we don't want this. We just want it like this. And that's when your body becomes a natural fat burner. Another big mistake with eating clean that I see all the time is missing macronutrients. Okay. You drop a macro, low fat, low carb. Okay. We need all three. And I put 4 in there: protein, fats, carbohydrates, and fiber. You need all three. They all have benefits and necessity in helping your body and your hormones and your metabolism be efficient. Okay. Meaning shed weight, good energy all the day, through the day, all the things. So what do you need? We talk about nutrition pairing. Okay. So when we take those macronutrients, we pair them in a certain way that matches your life, your energy demand. Hence me saying, let's jump on the phone and chat. Okay. Here you give yourself some metabolic insurance, meaning when your metabolism is high functioning, efficient metabolism, you can enjoy food because food is life. Food is not just calories. It's information for your body. It's also, it's cultural, it's celebratory. You're going to go to Italy and not have a bowl of pasta. Stop, right? It's life. Okay. But we need that metabolic insurance so that we know. Nutrition pairing does that. Please don't Google it. It is my intellectual property, my mythology, what we do. It does not mean rotating macros. It does not mean macro counting or weighing or anything like that. Samira and Karen are laughing. It just means we're matching your macronutrients to the timing of the day to support you. Okay. And here's just some testimonials on how that makes them feel. Okay. Energized, less bloated. Okay. Those are the first few signs that we know that your hormones are priming, I call it, starting to communicate and working for you. Number 2, okay, which is a big one and is a big myth. You need to work out harder to burn out the extra fluff. I just already touched on that. Okay. Because working out is not about weight loss in your 40s, right? You have to up your cardio, burn the calories, burn the fat. When you don't have to spend extra hours in the gym unless you love it. And then we have to make sure that we focus on hormone balancing movement. Okay. But you don't have to wake up earlier. You don't have to bump in another class. Okay. And all my runners are like, what? I can't work out. No, again, we have to make sure it's hormone balancing movement. We have to make sure that we are getting in restorative days, working with your body and your systems. And it's time again, when you were working with that hormonal hierarchy, cortisol, insulin, thyroid's in there too, that we work out smarter, not harder. Okay. And this helps hormone balancing movement, again, helps work with the intensity that you want to do, the reality that is your life and your time commitment in your day to day, and make sure that our bodies become that natural fat burner. We need lean muscle mass. We all know that we do. Okay. But just pumping it out every single day, 5 days a week, lifting, you're not as metabolically as reactive as you were in your 20s and 30s. You don't heal as quick. And working out rips your body apart. You have to heal. Okay. Does that make sense, guys? Give me a high five. Yes, very frustrating. It's totally frustrating. Okay. Duration of your workouts is also very important. As you can see in this graph, cortisol gets a bad rap, but it's our get stuff done. I was going to swear, get stuff done hormone. We need it. We start working out, it rises because they're like, oh, she's moving, she's doing something. Okay, let's go. We're running on a treadmill. We're going on a run. Okay. And then its job is to, again, it wants homeostasis. It tries to balance things out. So then it lowers. They're like, okay, she's in a groove. Everything's good. We're getting some energy from some carbohydrates she ate. Maybe we'll grab some fat from over here. If liver helps us out, all these things are happening. Then after a while, this is going, wait, she's still running. And then cortisol rises. When cortisol is high, insulin can come do its job. When cortisol is high, your thyroid, which directly talks to your metabolism, is low. Cortisol is a big player. Okay. And we spend a lot of time, hence the work up here in our 3M system, to talk about there's no such thing as stress management, about stress accommodation and learning skills around that to help with your energy and fat loss. 30-minute mastery will have a tip for you. Okay. Number 3 makes sense. Are you guys with me? Was that an aha about the working out? Let me know. Let me know. Lisa, yes. Beth, yes. Susan, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, amazing. Good stuff. Yeah, let me know in the chat. Say yes. Okay, there's a bunch of you on here. Perfect. Number 3, kind of woo-woo, but it's so true. The myth, right? Just, I need to do it. I need motivation. Someone needs to motivate me. I need to be motivated. Okay, I saw this beautiful Mel Robbins quote, or maybe it was like an Instagram reel or something, where it's her in the background saying, and we need more thought leaders like her, just my personal opinion, but she's in the background saying, you know, no one's going to come wake you up. No one's going to tell you to do it. No one's going to make you do it. Like it comes down to you. I'm actually taking a course this week, and I was on it before here. And one of the things was talking about focus. Okay. And you have the power. You have the power. It's just putting the pieces in place, which we're going to talk about here in a second. But how many of us have done this? Start fresh Monday. Let's start fresh Monday. Or I've been so good all week, I deserve that. This is self-sabotage. This is a big one. Okay, big one. We white knuckle it through all the week, and then it's rosé all day on Saturday. We have guilt over lack of motivation. Okay, and we make ourselves feel better by saying, "Oh, start fresh Monday." Then you feel better, right? Then it's okay. Okay, and it starts this vicious cycle. Hence the winter 15, right? How many people in the middle of December, or even like American Thanksgiving is coming up? We already had the Canadian one. You know, like after American Thanksgiving, you're like, oh, it's going to be a gong show. And now that people are getting together and parties and everything, like that, you're just like, I'm just going to enjoy myself, focus on this in January. Okay, same cycle. Break the cycle. Okay, it has nothing to do with willpower. It has nothing to do with motivation. It has everything to do with how your mind is programmed. We call it, I can't remember. It's neuroplasticity. We call it neurorealignment. It's just working with the narrative between the ears, habitually, emotionally, physiologically. Okay. Physiologically, that's your nutrition and your movement and your workouts. Emotionally and habitually, those are 2 other big beasts, right? 2 other big beasts. So what do we do? You know, if you're like, well, then what do I do? Sounds great, Moni, I get it. First and foremost, stop treating how you eat like a diet. We all know the diet word is bad. Okay, but it can't be super restrictive, nor does it have to be. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of clients I've worked with, and I always ask them, do you feel deprived? Does this feel like work? Okay, because that's not life. Okay, use simple strategic action. My clients are going to laugh at me because I say this all the time. Slow and simple doesn't mean slow. I'm going to say it. Simple doesn't mean slow. It means it's strategic. Again, we're not as metabolically reactive. We can't just shock our body into releasing fat and doing what we want and having energy and all these things. Can we feel benefits in as little as 3 days? Yes, depending on your lifestyle and environment and everything like that. But we want that to compound, right? And the third thing is to have a wingman. Learn the skills. Okay, again, everyone can follow a plan. Have you been coached? Do you know why you're doing the things that you're doing? And please don't, I love this quote, please screenshot this. Don't force your life into a system. The system has to ebb and flow in your life to be successful long term. Or else you're just buying another thing, right? Another meal plan for recipes. Okay. Go to Pinterest. It has tons of recipes. Go to my website. Go to other people's websites. Tons of resources out there. Okay. Anyways, what it comes down to is 3 things: mindset, no willpower tools. Okay. Trust, support and accountability, and trust in yourself. Okay. And invest in you. When you invest into yourself, it's more, if you guys heard of growth mindset, right? You don't see this as an expense. This is another thing I'm buying, right? I'm investing in learning why, how it's going to work with me. And if it doesn't, there's someone there to help me tweak and do things so that it does. Okay. You get more consistent and you get results. Okay. Get results. Do any of those sound familiar? Okay. I know of those three misconceptions that we talked about, the big three. Yes. Okay. Because those big three untruths come at big costs. Okay. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but cost of eating clean, more money, joining another program, running around town for all these weird ingredients, years trying to figure it out, maybe get some results, then it doesn't happen. Life happens, vacation. If you cannot do your style of eating, if you will, nutrition philosophy, I like to call it, on vacation, it's a diet. It's a diet. Okay. Cost of working out more, time. We're here because we want to learn a 30-minute mastery, which is making, us focused on what matters most. Okay. And you're not listening when we grind it out and work it out every day. And listen, I was a professional athlete. I thought the more time and energy and harder I worked out, I should get that in the output. Worked until it didn't, right? But we need to take into account the different energy demands that occur daily and weekly in your life. Okay. Get off the hamster wheel. Okay. More, longer, insulin resistance. Okay. Turn into a cookie monster. Guilt around not having the willpower not to have a cookie monster, and burnout. Okay. Burnout, especially with everything that's been going on in our world the last 2-3 years, is no joke. Because who is a natural nurturer, warrior, fixer, everything? Us, women. Okay. That to what's around us, let alone just us. Okay. Cost of the willpower is beating yourself up, right? Believe you're not worth it. Believe you're letting yourself down or your family down. Miss out on life experiences, pictures with the family because you're trying to hide. I used to do the side, right? And then have somebody here, so they kind of block you. And remembering that food, like I said, is cultural, it's celebratory, it's experience. It's experience. Okay. So if you don't need those things to lose the fluff in your 40s, what do you need? Okay. What do you need? Let's dive into that. Because it really brings us back to foundational basics. Okay. Foundational basics. And again, it might sound woohoo, but you need trust. Because right now you don't trust in anything. You don't trust, you feel like your body's breaking up with you. You don't trust in this methodology or that, right? Raise your hand. Okay. Raise your hand. Trust is a big one because you don't have clarity around the situation. You need clarity, right? Let's talk. I'm going to put it in right now. Okay. For all you guys, clients, do not book in there. Leave the spaces because spaces are available for everyone else on this webinar. Okay. You guys get your monthly calls plus everything else. Okay. And there is times, I'm going to say totally as a sidebar, I'm going to do a squirrel brain here for a sec. There is times tomorrow. Okay. Just email me or DM me. Okay. For some reason it wasn't showing up in my calendar and my VA was trying to fix it. It didn't work. Okay. But you want to talk about it more, I'm going to put it right in there. Okay. People that are action takers can jump on because you need to trust in that vision for yourself. I ask it all the time. We get on the call. I'm like, what do you want? What do you vision? What does it look like? What does it feel like? What are you doing? What's different? Why? It's got to be more than 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds, right? It's got to be more than that. It's deeper. Has to be. Okay. It's why the Biggest Loser doesn't work. We self-sabotage. Okay. It's why New Year's resolutions don't work. Okay. We muscle out. Okay. So let's get into now the roadmap. Who's excited for this? Okay. 3-phase roadmap that includes those 3 things that we touched on: nutrition pairing, hormone balancing movement, and life integration. Okay. That all take into account that your body is still an over 40 physiology or over 50 physiology, right? And that you need something to be consistent, right? And naturally lose the fluff. Okay. Makes sense? Yes. I put this in here too. a wingman, a coach, okay, having support around you, filter out all the background noise. That's why you guys are here getting online coaching right now. High five. Yes, because we're going to show you what to filter out and just focusing. Because when you're overwhelmed with all the things you should be doing, I need to meal plan on Sunday. I need to cut up all this stuff. I need to get my workouts in. I need to enter in all my stuff on the FitPal app. I need to do this. I need to do that. Again, you can muscle through to a point, then it gets overwhelming, and then no action happens. Okay? No action happens. Rather than having someone just say, okay, this is what we do. This is what we focus on first. Okay? I love that Samira is raising her hand because she's my client, that she's just like, she's thinking always 10 steps ahead. And I'm like, no, focus on this right now. We need this to heal first for your hormones to go. And we've done so much over the last couple of months with her, right? Like with you, sorry, Samira, with her. Okay? Because we want to do more. Think 10 steps ahead. But you got to remember, you need to heal and prime first. Okay. So I'm asking, what would happen? This is a good question for you guys. What would happen if you actually were to step off the hamster wheel of constantly thinking about this and then actually adopted a process that you trust, you know what to focus on simply, even though there's a little bit of guilt that you should be doing more, but you're like, nope, I'm going to trust the coach. I'm going to keep in this lane. Okay. What would change for you? Put it in the chat. I'm curious, what would change? Right? What would change? So how do you, there must be a delay because I'm not seeing your answers come up and then all of a sudden goes, there we go. So I love it when you raise your hand, Smire, it's good. So how do we actually get those things? When you actually start trusting in your vision and your desires and your belief that you're worth it, then you don't live in the what if. Because right now you're in this blinder of like, I need to lose this belly fat. This is driving me crazy. I've never had this in my life. Why now? Thanks, hormones. Like, why now? Right? Why can't I not sleep through the night? Like we think about the negative rather than, okay, what is possible for you? We try to be the fixer. Okay. Remembering that weight and sleepless nights and poor energy are not the problem. It's a symptom of something. Okay. The symptom of something. Right. Yeah, we no longer want to feel that your confidence is all-time low because that sucks. Okay. Every day is not going to be rainbows and unicorns and you're going to jump out of bed saying like, I feel like Giselle Bundchen today. No, it's not realistic, but you want to have that vitality and confidence in your life, right? Even through the busiest times, and not hide how you really feel with a smile. Yeah, everything's great. I only thought about what I should be eating about 50 times today. Everything's fine. Okay, that's not a way to live. You want to embrace your energy and confidence with purpose. Okay, you want to not treat every day like diet, but see value in your holistic health. Because you're only in your 40s and 50s. There's so much left for our life to do. Okay, I'm not going to spend too much time on these testimonials, but I do think there's great value and impact seeing social proof, seeing what other women have gone through. You can relate in some way, see that it is possible for you. Okay, because I know that little person sitting there going like, it might not work for me, might not work, cannot work. I don't know if I can figure this out. I don't know if I can do it. Right. So Steph, athletic mindset too, working out very regularly. She did Beachbody, she ran, she was also avid equestrian. She felt like she was eating healthy 80% of the time, but felt her heaviest. And she said, I constantly feel like I'm on this New Year's resolutions. And the problem with that too, you gain weight with everyone because all you're doing is losing muscle and water. So then when you gain the weight back, you're actually gaining a little bit more. So Steph's story is valuable because we also often think there's this perfect time to do things. It's like getting pregnant. There's no perfect time, right? It's like buying the house. There's no really perfect time. And she said to me, she started with the 3M. She said, Moni, but I'm going to Disney in 2 weeks. Okay. This was last year before. I'm going to Disney in 2 weeks and we're driving there. Maybe we'll start the 3M when we get back. I was like, no. We're going to figure out a strategy now that makes sense, feels doable, doesn't feel like overwhelming. And guess what? She said, not only did she come back from her vacation not feeling exhausted and getting sick, because who does that happen to a lot of times? because you're planning and doing all the things, let alone Disney. Okay. And then she was getting a sweater and she's like, oh my gosh, the small fits, right? The small fits. Two choices, guys. Continue doing what you're doing and pounding it out and hope it works. And that all of a sudden, you know, metabolism and fat storage hormones will figure it out, or stop the cycle. Okay. Learn the skills on how to transform and achieve your desired results. Okay. And we're going to talk about that right now. Let's look deeper at the 3-phase system. Okay. This is what we use. And then this is going to help transcend into your 30-minute mastery. Okay. But this is where the focus should be. Okay. I know we talk about winter 15 and everything that's coming up with holidays. This is year round. This is summer vacations and barbecues. This is getting ready for the summer and the spring and coming out of hibernation. This is all it. But this is the unique roadmap and framework that we use consistently to allow our clients to get results. Okay. 3 simple steps: nutrition pairing strategy for you, hormone balancing movement, life integration. Okay. I know I sound like a broken record, but that's simple. That's it. How does it work? Nutrition pairing. Everyone's like, oh, what's that? The reason why this component is so important is because your added fluff and lack of energy are due to the fact that you're not pairing your foods in the right way to match your energy demand through the day. Again, this is not food combining. This is not about not having 2 proteins in the plate. This is not about weighing your carbs. Okay. This is a problem with generalized programs though, because they don't take into account your life is different from someone else's life. And what you conceive as stress is different from somebody else. And what a busy day for you might be different from somebody else. Okay. It's invaluable because it includes step-by-step instructions on the big questions: how to eat, what do I eat? How does this work in my family's life? Am I cooking a separate meal for them? No, no one has time. Do I have to meal prep all Sunday? No, nobody has time unless you want to. Okay. Nutrition pairing, hormone balancing movement, working out with your body, mind-body connection, increase your performance, stress management, internal health, like I said, functional fitness, mind-body connection. I just mentioned that. Flexibility, huge. Stabilize your hormones rather than throwing them off. Okay, better sleep, more stable energy. Okay, without the guilt. Because that's when we look into the neuro realignment, how to life proof, if you will. Okay. How do we manage stress, sleep, life events? How do we make this adaptable in our lives? What if my kids get sick? I get sick. I feel like I'm just keeping my head above water. Do I just say F it? Or do I actually have learned a strategy that I can do simply to keep one foot in the lake, if you will? I keep saying that. I was saying in our coaching call this week too, I said it wrong, but like a pulse on things, right? Rather than just start fresh. Because I said in our bigger group, our Mojo Moni Facebook group, I talked about last week, I believe, about the 2 biggest things that we need for over 40 metabolism: efficiency and consistency. Okay, this does not like if we're inconsistent, and that does not mean deprivation all the time and not having pizza and wine, but it does mean getting off the yo-yo, trying this, the stress of figuring it out. Okay, makes sense, guys? Type yes in the comments, and then we're going to get into our 30-minute mastery. How's my timing look? Oh, good. Okay. Time is big, and I get it. A lot of us, professional women, even you can just be, I laugh if you're retired, some people are just as busy, right? But a lot of us are still in that I work, CEO of my home, after school, after work activities. Where do I fit in? Plus aging parents, changing careers, changing jobs, changing cities. Okay. Where do I fit this in to be consistent and efficient? 30-minute mastery. Type 30 in the comments. 30. Okay. This is going to simplify it. And again, this is a great start. Okay, these are the things, like I said to before, the strategy to focus on to have efficient fat loss, to get things moving. Okay, dive in, and I want you guys to screenshot this. Okay, what specifically to focus on to ignite your metabolism to be a natural fat burner? Your body doesn't want fat. It's holding on to it for a reason. Okay, without spending more time and energy, which is already on an all-time low. Please do not think you need to spend hours in the kitchen or hours working out to get what you want. Efficiency and consistency. This loves simple. Simple. And I know it's such a mental F because you're like, no, but the more I do, the better, the quicker, it's not. 30 minutes a day. This is my recommendation in the mastery of how to break it down. First, this goes in order, please. 0 to 5 minutes. I guess it doesn't have to go into order, but I want you to start spending at least 5 minutes starting your day with intention. What does that mean? What do you want to happen today? What are you looking forward to? What are you grateful for? What are you going to have for breakfast? Did you have lunch prepared? What's going to be for dinner if you haven't already planned that out? Okay, intention. Okay, yes, I'm excited for my walk after work or after dinner. Okay, intention. I'm going to make sure that my husband's doing this so that I can do this. I'm delegating here. Intention. You're not waking up and going on here, checking my voicemail or checking my emails, checking my text messages, because right away, that puts you into reaction mode right away. I also would love in the 0 to 5 minutes, you think about your vision. What's your intention for yourself? Sit in it. What do you want? How do you want to feel? If your first words coming out of your mouth when you open your eyes is like, I am so tired. I get it. You're going to have days. But then be attention. Oh my gosh. Yep. Didn't have a good sleep. Super tired. I'm going to try to rest my eyes for 10 minutes. I can do that probably after work, before dinner. If I can get so-and-so to get the pot of water boiling, I'm going to shut my eyes for 10 minutes just to reboot. Intention. Makes sense? Okay. Put 5 in the comments if it makes sense. Start your day with intention. Morning routine. Okay. We talk with our clients about this. Doesn't necessarily mean you have to wake up earlier to sip coffee and journal, unless you want to. You need to live. Awesome, guys. Thank you. You need to start your day with intention. Okay. Right away, if we're doing this, we're in fight or flight. Your body's like, she's stressed out already. And guess what? Cortisol is already high first thing in the morning because that's what gets us up. And now you've just boosted it here. Guess what? Hold on to fat. And a lot of you guys that work out first thing in the morning, which is totally cool, very good, it's even higher. Okay. From 5 to 15 minutes, this is where we want to make sure that we've nutrition paired our breakfast and we have meal timed our dinner. Nutrition pairing strategy, I can't tell you specifics. This is why we book a chat, we talk. Okay. I can't tell you specifics of what that looks like for you, but please do have breakfast. Make sure you have protein in that breakfast. It is key when you're over 40. Fasting does not necessarily mean you're dropping that meal in the morning. I don't know where it became that. Okay. I don't know, because it's easy and a lot of people don't eat breakfast because they're busy and they're just grab and go. Please. And if, I don't, was it Samaya? Was it you? Someone that fasted, start slow. Don't have a big breakfast tomorrow. Make the smoothie, like do something lighter fare. Get back into having something in the morning. Okay. Then in that time, you're also going to think about when is lunch, when is dinner. Meal timing is important. You don't have to be strict, like I have to have lunch at noon, I have to have dinner at 5, but you're thinking ahead with intention and you're also making sure that you have something. I've seen it with women like, oh, I don't have a lunch prepared. I'm just going to grab and go, or I'm going to eat at my desk. Okay. Or I have back-to-back meetings. So I have breakfast and then it's been 8 hours before I've had something else to consume. Your insulin and glucose go, no wonder you crash at 2, 3 p.m. And then you have coffee to wake yourself up. Okay. Makes sense, guys. Okay. Type NP. It's like, Mike, this is so funny. NP, nutrition pairing. Okay. And let me know. In the 10 minutes, another 10 minutes in our 30-minute mastery is to move your body, get outside. This is above and beyond working out. Working out's not in here. Okay. We naturally know that we need resistance training. We need to work out. We need hormone balancing movement. You need consistency in hormonal priming first. A lot of us already work out, keep doing what you're doing. But getting outside, if you can. If it's not, move inside, dance party when you're cooking. Okay, especially if you're at a desk all day and back-to-back Zoom meetings, you need to move your body. Getting outside, as everyone, my clients, I keep referencing my clients, but I see them popping up and it warms my heart. Getting outside is like a quadruple whammy because you're grounding yourself in nature. Okay, that helps with serotonin, decreases cortisol. Serotonin's high, cortisol is low. It's really hard to be super joyful and happy and stressed out at the same time. Okay, getting outside grounds you. It's actually, you see ionic differences, energy differences between what happens when just getting outside. Not like this, listen to a podcast or a book, totally cool. Tap into your senses. What do you smell? What do you see? What do you hear? It's amazing when we just go for walks and we think we're just going to power through it. No, be present, breathe. Okay, move your body. Non-activity, non-essential activity thermogenesis actually burns 200% more calories than working out. We talk about that in our challenge, okay? And it's not about calories in, calories out. Please, it's not. But just move your body. Yes, outside. Okay. The last one is a big one. I want you to spend a couple of minutes. This is why it's 30 minutes or less a day. Okay. You literally book these into your calendar, please. You check in with yourself daily. Who does that? Because if you do, high five. Because I know 90% of the women out there are just like, I'm doing this for that person and this person and sign this and that has to be organized in here. And I got to make sure, you know, so-and-so is okay. And I have to call that person, haven't checked in for a while. And those forms need to be like, it's like endless. But when have we sat down? I don't care if it's on the toilet. I used to do that. Sit on the toilet, lock the door. Mommy's private space, right? And check in with yourself. How is my day? What do I need today? If you're snapping when you get home from work, because usually your glucose is so low and your energy is low and everything's, hormones are all wonky, and you're mad because you should love on this beautiful family that you have, okay, or maybe you're solo or single and your fur babies, and you just feel like you're like, okay, it's because check in with yourself. What do I need? 9 times out of 10, it's really not that bag of Doritos, but it is a 10-minute power nap. It is being just pausing, sit on the toilet for 5 minutes and just breathe, box breathe. Okay, check in with yourself. What do you need? I really want to get outside and go for a walk today. I'm going to do it after dinner. I'm going to get the kids to clean up. What do you need? Okay, who does that one? That's a big one. All this helps in this 30-day mastery set the tone in the stage for you to get into the 3 habits that we talked about: nutrition pairing, hormone balancing movement, neural realignment, and life integration, to get you going. Notice here how it's not, I'm going to spend 10 minutes prepping my meal for tomorrow. Just think about it. I'm going to spend 10 minutes doing a HIIT workout. You get the HIIT workout in, great. You work out consistently already, great. Okay. And this isn't set in stone, it can change around, but this is a great start. Does that make sense? Give me a thumbs up if it does, or a yes. Okay. And then I'm going to move forward here. Okay, but that's how it's broken down. This is the most important things to focus on first, to be consistent, right? I'm going to do it. Kids do the dishes. I go for a walk. Yes. Put a reminder in your phone. Sounds elementary. We do it all the time in 3M until it becomes a thing. And in that walk, Christine, you're going to look, see, smell, hear. It's amazing what we hear when we actually tap into that sense. Okay. Right. Okay. Amazing. You guys love it? Thumbs up. Yes. Good. Okay. Another quick testimonial. Rebecca, you're going to see, I just did a interview with her last week, and it's going to be coming out in our big group. It's about 10 minutes long. I really, really encourage you guys to watch it, because her story will relate to so many of you. She lost her mom in December. She'd been working out consistently for 2 years, felt like she was getting bigger rather than smaller. She was eating super clean, training like 5-6 days a week, mom of 2 young girls and activities. She was also a director at a firm and managed a team of over 30, busy, waking up at 5:30 in the morning, right, to work out. And she was just like, I had the scare of my mom dying, obviously wanted to focus on my health, and I just don't feel good. I don't feel good about myself. I don't feel good about what's going on in my energy. I'm snapping at my kids. I don't like who I'm becoming, right? I don't feel good. And this is the after, okay? Hormone balancing movement does not mean you have to scale back all your trainings. You got to be smart with your trainings. We paired your nutrition, okay, because her energy demand was different. And then she sent me this email, which we referenced in the video testimonial that you guys see, that she went clothes shopping for fall clothes because none of her fall clothes fit. Okay, size is down. And the best part, she said she's getting compliments like, you look healthy, you look strong, look at those pipes. She participated in a dry try at Orange Theory that she said she never would have thought about doing last year. And she did it, and she did awesome. And she was proud of herself, most importantly. Possible. It's possible. Okay, it's possible. So again, 2 choices. Keep Googling, do what your neighbor swears by, or ditch the overwhelm. Okay, ditch the overwhelm. Use a framework that we just talked about right now. Okay. Makes sense? We're going to wrap it up with the missing piece. Okay, the secret sauce. And I honestly believe this, and I'm saying this in the most authentic place. Really, I'm not saying me. Okay, there has to be a fit, but I'm telling you right now, as a part of as being a coach in this workshop, having a trusted coach or mentor that you can actually talk to, trust, and rely on is key. And it doesn't mean you have to book in an appointment once a month. It doesn't mean that they may not relate to you where you are now. Okay, that you're in your 40s and 50s, you don't feel good, maybe you're in perimenopause, whatever it may be. It could be the piece that you're missing. Okay, and community and support and inspiration. I laugh because I feel like the coaching needs to change a little bit. And I try to inspire other health coaches to do the same rather than preach and tell all the time, because that's easy. Tell me what to do, I'll do it. I can tell you what to do. Okay, but I want you to start learning for yourself. And that's what we teach our clients, so that it's not about being a forever client, but when you get into a situation, when life happens, because it will, you'll plateau, it's a fan, can't do it, don't have time, got to travel around the cross country, have a funeral, celebration, whatever, then you are confident in knowing the skills of what to do because you've been ingrained, you've learned it. You haven't just been preached at it and you can't think for yourself. Very important. Plus, it's a proven, if you're in a group-based kind of program where you support, 97% more success rate than doing it on your own. Okay. Alex, like many of you guys that have young kids after sports, she had 2 kids in AAA hockey. She, again, businesswoman, traveled all over Eastern Canada all the time. She had some injuries she was taking care of. Okay. And her big thing when she said to me, she's like, Moni, this has to work in my life. I can't make this feel like another thing on my to-do list. I don't have time. Okay. And she was traveling a lot and hockey tournaments and all that stuff. 25 pounds in 12 weeks. Again, it's not necessarily about the weight. Okay. I want to ask you guys this as we wrap it all up. What drives you plus what scares you? Please put it in the chat. Be honest. Okay. What drives you? What scares you? I'm going to give you some examples, but please also put in the chat, because I've shared a few things today that's going to make you feel excited. You're like, okay, this makes sense. It makes sense, right? But it also can be overwhelming. You're like, okay, what now? How do I learn more? The how? What if I have vacation coming up? What about accountability? What does that look like? What does this mean? How can I do it? Okay, first and foremost, I'll put it in here again, right? And we'll talk about the call here in a second. That's when we'll talk about it. That's where we talk about you. Okay, that's the biggest difference, because here I'm giving you sort of the overriding solution, right? Getting healthy and sleeping better drives me. Yes. What does healthy mean, Christine? Okay, you don't have to answer in the chat, but I want you to think about, what does healthy mean? Because my version of what being healthy may be different from yours, but I want you to get crystal clear on it. Okay, very important. What does it look like when you're healthy? Maybe it's you want more energy so you can do the cool things and not just want to take a nap and have Netflix, and the guilt that mom's not present, I'm not doing it, not present with my spouse, not walking my fur baby. Okay, you want to lose the fluff and feel toned like you were years ago before kids. I put kids in here. I get it. Not all of us have had children, but you get it, right? You want to reconnect with what was a little bit, for sure, because that's when we had vitality, felt good. You want to be a role model for your family or extended family, meaning that, yeah, I can be healthy, have good self-image, balance, but I still love burgers. Okay. So if you have more questions on the how specific to you and your family, don't worry. Again, like I just put it in the chat, I'm here for you. There's a lot of information in here. I reread your notes. But again, the fact that everyone's life, health history, stress level, activity level is different. So I can't, again, sit here and say, this is the nutrition pairing that I want you guys all to have for breakfast. It would be reckless for me to do so. Okay, because I need more information about you. And I don't know what your goal is. What's the goal? Okay, but if you're interested in learning more, I can still help you. Like I said at the beginning of our workshop, I've set apart some time early next week. Again, there is 2 spots tomorrow. Just PM me because it's not showing up in my calendar link for some reason, where we can sit down and chat. How it works, it's about 45 minutes. Okay, I want to hear about your background. I want to hear about your goals. I want to hear where your frustrations are. And then we're going to get crystal clear on 3 things. Okay, I'm all about agendas. What your roadblocks are, how this is affecting your progress. Okay, clarity around specific things you should be focusing on. So some simple actions you can do, get some compound gains, right? And then next steps, what you should be doing to get the skills and how they'll work in the ebbs and flow of your life consistently, right? Then in there, we can talk if it's a fit to work, if you want information. Sometimes it's a not fit. That's totally cool. I give you resources. I know plenty of colleagues I can even refer out. Okay, but at least we've had the conversation. Okay, we've had the conversation. And it's kind of fun. Just chit chat. I always ask you about what's going on with COVID in your area. So just be prepared. For you guys in Yukon and California, I'll be like, give me the skinny, like send me some beautiful photos. But it is anyone that's done these we call them discovery calls. Okay. And it's me, it's not like my team, it's me. It's a breath of fresh air. It cuts through the noise. Okay. Cause we're talking about you, right? And it's not all this information swirling around your head. You don't feel stuck. You're like, okay, this is what we're going to do next. Okay. You may be thinking, is there a catch? How much is it going to cost me? It's not, it's free. Okay. It's totally free. Again, if there is synergy to work together, amazing. If not, we move on. There's tons of resources out there. The only catch that I will say is it's not for everyone, right? If you do still want the quick fix, if you're not patient for yourself, if you're not interested in learning the skills, okay, and finding out the root cause, it's not for you, okay? But if you want to stop doing all the things, be coachable, get some insight, then it is. Okay, so it's in the chat. Okay, you guys can click on that and see. And then, do you guys have any questions? Let me get to some questions. Yeah, spaces are limited. You know the drill, right? Okay, they are. I only do a few a day. Okay, but let me put it in for you, Erica. To host some panelists. Do you guys see it? Here, I'm going to put it to everyone. If you guys are watching the 8 p.m. replay, we're going to be putting it in there too. It'll just be at the end. Okay, well, the end is right now. Do you guys see it now? Let me know. What drives me feeling my best and looking my best is scary. It's scary not figuring out, oh my gosh, Lori, thank you for being honest, because it is scary. Because you feel that it's no control, right? Clarity is huge. Yes, I see it now. Yes, thanks, Christine. Yes. Okay, amazing. Sorry about that, guys. I had to switch a little button. It is scary. And again, the amount of time trying to figure it out. And I'll be completely 100% honest. Listen, I'm just talking about the 3M system, our signature system, which is 12 weeks long. Okay, well, it's 12 weeks. It's actually 16 weeks long, 4 months long. But the learning, the modules, all that bells and whistles is 12 weeks, but it's 16 weeks long, with weekly accountability, all that fun stuff. But the reason why we do it that way, because usually there's a plateau. Usually there's a blip. And I love it when there is. I love it because then we can work through it. So the next time a blip happens, you're like, okay, right? And you have someone there to coach and help you through it. Okay, I love it. It's never, the journey is just never always perfect, and nor should it be, because it's never life. So I'm always very, very realistic with that. Don't sit there and say, oh, I mean, talk to Moni, maybe I'll do her thing. I'm going to lose 30 pounds in 3 months. Good. Okay. But let's be realistic. And if there's a blip, it's good. Right. And I also think the fear of failure, being scared too, because the fear of failure is real. Like I've done trying this, trying that, trying whatever, and working for a little bit, swear buying it, and then it worked until it didn't. Right. I get it. But I always say this, I love it if you failed. I do. Because now please be clear on what you want, what worked for you before, why it didn't. Because we'll talk about that in our call. What did you try before? Why did you like it? Why didn't it work? What sucked about it? What was amazing about it? Okay. And that could be a program. It could be working with a naturopath. It could be working with a dietitian. It could be other coaches, whatever. But we got to get real clear and honest. Okay. Because success doesn't happen without failure. Okay. So it's totally, I get it, being scared and being like, oh, I don't know. All right. So I am going to leave it now, guys. Was I pretty good? See, 10 minutes over is not too bad. My 8 p.m. sorry, that's going to take you over just a little bit. Here, there's some Q&A I get all the time. Do you call me or I call you? It's a Zoom link. You're welcome to keep your camera off. I typically do because I'm like this the whole time, right? Taking notes. But if you want to chit chat face to face, we totally can too. Is there a catch? No. Again, not everyone's a fit for the 3M system and what we do. We have low barrier offers too that may be a better fit. But for this, it has to be a fit. Okay. And from my standpoint, I want coachable women that are go-getters that see this as an investment into their house, not a house, well, their house, into their health, and not as an expense. Okay. That are already ready to learn. Okay. And learn. And my keto, is that okay? Yeah. Is it working for you? Great. Do you love it? Great. Okay. We work around it. It's got to work for you. Okay. Hopefully you're doing it the right way, if you will. Okay. Anyways, I'll leave it with that. Was that valuable, guys? Give me a thumbs up. Okay. You got lots of info. You might be like, I usually get that little emoji with the brain going, right? Lots of info, but it's very baseline. Yes, thank you. Amazing. Yes, I'm excited to chat. Amazing. Okay. Yes, I PM'd you about tomorrow. Awesome. Awesome always, Karen. Thank you so much. I'm really appreciative that you guys are on here. It's good. Should bring you on live sometimes, clients, right? To share your stories. Anyways, okay. So I'm going to let this go and say goodbye. Have an amazing, amazing rest of the day, everybody. Okay. We will talk to you soon. We'll probably follow up with you too to see how you're doing. What was your biggest takeaway with the workshop? Okay. Because it's great spending an hour in a workshop. What are you going to take away? What are we going to do? Okay. Keep growing from this. Okay. Call or not, but keep moving forward. Okay. To make this time. Yes. Thank you. Amazing. I'm excited to chat with you guys too. Bye. Where's the star?